Hello everyone, welcome to my Q&A.
Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sae Nadine Jung. I'm a former financial journalist turned media and communication scholar, currently doing my PhD here in Vancouver, Canada. In my channel, I share ups and downs of my PhD journey, but most importantly, I share the life lessons that I learned along the way. I hope you enjoy the messages that I share and see you sometime in Study With Me sessions as well.
Hopefully this video will be a helpful introduction to what it is like to be a doctoral researcher, being a PhD student. So, let's get started. So a typical day of my life would start with early morning coffee and a quiet time. And how I start the morning impacts the whole entire mood of my day, and so I try to start in the best way possible. So I do prayer, quiet time, and I also do some stretches depending on how I feel in terms of my physical condition. Sometimes I might go swimming in the morning and then come back and get started that way. But lately, I've just been kind of going straight into my reading routine. So I will start with reading materials that I would need to read in order to TA my classes. This also depends on the kinds of things that I need to get done throughout the week based on deadlines and schedule. So some days I might start off with data analysis of the surveys and interviews that I've done. And we are gearing towards the end of the project, so I am in the phase where I need to draw a policy report. Sometimes I would start off by reading some of the things that I need to read for my own thesis, or sometimes I need to read all the materials that I need to know in order to TA my undergraduate classes. And then the lunchtime comes, and depending on the day, I also have various meetings. I serve as a graduate student society advocacy committee member. Also, I serve as a main counselor for our caucus. So there is a monthly meeting that I need to go to. In addition, sometimes I would meet up with some professors, as well as some other research colleagues. And soon in August, there will be a group of teachers coming in from South Korea to consult on AI ethics and edtech. So I will be interviewed by them. So there are various things that happen throughout the day, and at the end of the day, I come back home. I try to eat dinner very lightly before 6 p.m. So I usually eat salad in the evening, and then there are more readings that I need to do. So usually my life is pretty packed and full. Workload per day, it also really depends. Gearing towards the weekend, I try to have at least one full weekend to be like an off day. So usually Saturday, I try to have the entire day off. And Sunday morning in the afternoon, I'm usually at church. So about 1.5 full days of my weekend, it's totally for my own rest and doing other things. But usually during the week, it's very full, just working, reading, and studying. But now that I'm done with my coursework, it's a lot more flexible, and I'm looking forward to how my schedule will pan out in the fall semester. Social life, well, there's so PhD is very flexible. Basically, there are no set deadlines. And then those are very self-inflicted ones. So if you are not disciplined, organized, it can be that you can be very behind with your schedule. But this also means that you have plenty of time to squeeze in other social life. I mean, I just started taking French, and that's been a lot of fun. I think that's a very good way to socialize with other people from outside the academia. And I have a group called Global Justicer, and those are the folks who took Global Justice class last year. And we do like little trips. We went to Victoria the other day. We went to North Vancouver to explore. So you can do lots of different things. People are very interesting. And also, I think it really depends on the atmosphere of your school, departments, but generally, I really love those folks who are very, very passionate about their research. Those are the ones that I usually like to hang out with, and I make sure that I get surrounded by those people. What I like the most about PhD is that I get to spend all times just reading and soaking up the things that I wanted to understand. And it's for purely, for the love of knowledge. And it's the greatest. Of course, it is very rare that I get to have that solid independent time just for my own research and my own reading, because I've got so many other works that I need to do. And the reason why doctoral student researchers are really, really busy is because you're not only researching, you're doing research for other projects, you're teaching, and you're also serving in many other academic organizations. So you got to be really smart about how to organize and how to schedule your life. But the biggest challenge, I would say, is there are so many challenges. There is just not one biggest challenge. That's the challenge of a PhD. There's not only one challenge. Academically speaking, that's fine because I wanted to do this work. That's why I started my PhD. I really wanted to do and delve myself into this, realm of knowledge. So that's fine. But another challenge that I should say is a lot of the social settings that are new to you, because this is the first time that you're doing PhD, right? And you're learning some of these unusual, unfamiliar social settings, and you got to navigate your way and making sure that you are doing it in a way that's protective, but also you can advance your study. So some of these social settings that you face in terms of your relationship with many different actors within the institution can be challenging and can be they're very new. So you will need to figure that out as you move along. Another challenge will be definitely living in a very, very expensive city. So financials, like even last year when I tried to look for a housing, usually 1-bedroom apartment would be somewhere like $2,000 to $2,200. But now 1-bedroom apartment would be like $2,500. And inflation's gone up dramatically. Just in terms of living and sustaining yourself, that can be challenging. That's also part of the reasons why I'm so busy, because I have to work in order to support myself. So that's one reason. Even though I do receive a generous scholarship, it's just not enough in the city of Vancouver, and also just for personal reasons. If you went back in time and would you do PhD again? Definitely do it again. At least this is the end of my first year, and I'm really, really loving what I'm doing. And I can probably say this because I've also worked in a different industry for a very long time, and I've had the yearning, I've had the passion, and I have found that one particular hole that I wanted to fill, that I wanted to contribute, and I knew this was the area that I wanted to get into. Okay, I really hope that this little video was helpful, and it was really nice to have a little chit chat as well. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!